There you are now. Hmm? Meow. Meow. Who's a good pussycat? Who's that on the radio? Well, it's Mr. Meatloaf. But I am Mr. McFall. Good evening to you. Yes, it is evening. Usually when I show these paintings, I filmed right after I finish it. I film what I've done, to sort of gloat about it a bit with pride, that I've finished another painting. But I couldn't wait to get outside today because it was yet another beautiful day here on the East Coast, and we're not being menaced by this nor'easter like in the New England states and all that. Am I looking okay here? I don't know, I usually film myself at this. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's the sweet spot. Yeah, I'm going for the Antoine Chigurh look, See that? No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously though, like I'm a rocker, and more than ever I'm a hippie because I have a boomer mentality and I believe in peace and love and smoking pot and I love old cars and, music and anyway, so yeah, I think this is the longest. What am I doing? I think this is the longest I've actually ever had my hair, but I really like it. I really dig it. It's different, So, anyway, yes, sir, Bob. The 58 Mercury Colony Park painting is indeed finished. And it was, as you can see by the size of that, it's 18 by, 38, 36. It's no small feat to make this painting. And there was a lot of hours spent on all kinds of little details. Man, it's pretty straightforward, for a 50s cruiser. But of course, for me to do something like that, it's right up my alley. Loving all these cars from the 50s, especially late 50s, like so many guys, late 50s, early 60s, all that gobs of chrome and four headlights and white walls and just massive land yachts, dual mirrors. And in this case, of course, because you had the regular Mercury commuter wagon, which was the same thing, except it didn't have the deluxe wood paneling. There were only apparently 5,000 of these colony parks made for that year for 58, and that was actually less than the year before because 1958 was a recession year. And my guy I did this painting for lives all way like 5 hours north of here. So he sent me the picture, obviously via Messenger, and I had this picture enlarged. I did something smart for a change. Yeah, I actually did something smart for a change. Instead of looking at my phone, this tiny little screen looking down all the time here on the base, that I had this photo enlarged. Excuse me. I've had a friggin' cold for quite a few days, and it was a nice gift I got from my Aunt Sharon's funeral. Yeah, it's been quite a roller coaster of emotions, I have to say, the past fucking couple of weeks. Yeah, my Aunt Sharon, she was only 66. So yeah, my cousins are in their 20s and they're left without a mom. And my Uncle Rob, who's, he's younger actually. I think he's 59 or 60. He doesn't have a wife. That's how she goes sometimes, eh? That's the way she goes. Anyway, back to the Mercury. We're talking about $400 to do this kind of painting, eh? So it's not no $200 painting like the Impala there. Like that, this is alone is $250, and this one is much less, and so forth. It always comes down to how much work is involved, It's not going to be a long video because when I was talking to my friend Andre, shout out to him in Toronto earlier today. The more I talk, the more I cough. It's pretty irritating. And I just want to see if there's some kind of light compensation thing going on here. I don't like that. From this light here, I don't know, it's kind of bothering me a little bit. But you can see it. Look at all the details. This took hours just to do the front here. Just to get all this right took hours. Just to do all those bars in the grill, hours. Yeah. So if you're interested in me having a paint the vehicle for you, you get in touch with me at eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. Yeah, it wasn't as much fun though working on this painting with that cold there, because anyway, it's not the end of the world. It took me. I told the guy it would take 2 weeks. Man, it took 2.5 weeks. So what happens if I turn this off here? Oh, interesting. So you get a whole different perspective there, eh? Kind of in the dark there, eh? It's actually staying in focus. Yeah, I did the best I could with the fake wood. Not easy to do that. Put all the guy's luggage there on the top there, like it would have been back in the day. This is a popular thing back in the day. They put like that furry thing around the rear view mirror. He's got his bubble skirts there with the stars like on a meteor. Yeah, very cool. Oh yeah, by the way, tomorrow is the Canadian Thanksgiving. It looks better like that actually than with the all those lights on, come to think of it. What happens if I tilt this towards the models here? Yeah, the canvas alone, by the way, is made in Canada, so it's not cheap. It costs $40. You know what I mean? So yeah, there we go. That's about it for that. And of course, an engine like that for that type of car was a minimum of a 383 cubic inch displacement. That's a big block motor. That's a lot of gasoline, but a lot of power. Probably about 300, I'm thinking, or 275. I don't remember what it was. I'm not sure. I think the hood might open backwards on these. And of course the automatic transmission for these, which was on all these cars pretty much. A deluxe model like this might as well have been a Cadillac or a Buick. Was a automatic called a Merc-O-Matic. That's about it. The only thing that sucks right now is that I sent a text to my guy there north of here in Jonquière, and I was like, yeah, I posted a pic on, because I don't know why he can't receive his pics through his phone. I don't know why. He's 79 years old. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not perfect either, and he hasn't gotten back to me yet. And that was like hours ago I did that. When I finished this afternoon, and now it's like 8 o'clock at night. So I'm like, man, I hope he saw it. I hope he's satisfied, because most of these paintings I've done are for you guys, the fans. So I don't have to be 100%. I always try for my best. But I mean, this guy, he's not one of my YouTube fans. The guy is almost 80 years old. So it had to be perfect, because I forgot to mention that the guy bought the car. He put like thousands and thousands. I can't even imagine. Like, I asked him when I met him last year, and I told him, I said, that was my favorite car. I was at the show at Granby last year, and then I saw him this year at Granby, and he says to me, oh, you're the guy who filmed my car. You don't like my... He's an upholsterer, so he did the whole interior himself, you see. But as you can see, I didn't really go into detail about that. Again, it was already as much work as it is just doing this whole car. So I have to stop somewhere for the price, because frankly, I know some of you guys are going to be wanting to kick me in the head and say, yeah, but Alden, your work is worth twice that, or it's worth $500 more. Yeah, maybe it is, but I mean, that's how I keep business going, is to charge prices that people can pay. I mean, life is more expensive than ever. Inflation. Anyway, so we'll just finish off here with showing you some of the stuff I got for you. If you want to come down and take a look, you're more than welcome to. That's an original photo I took. I had enlarged, I don't know, a few months ago, or actually a couple of years ago. I don't remember when I had this enlarged. Whatever. Anyway, it was at a fire on Beaubien Street, right after the fire. So my original Montreal Novabus LFS photos. Oh, maybe I should turn this light back on now, actually, come to think of it. Yeah. And maybe put it like this. Oh, shit. Come on now. Here we go. Yeah, that's a neat little thing there. A little portable light. One of my very few collages I've done on my original photos. You can come check these out in person. I'll take it down. You can get a good look at it. All this stuff is listed. Look at it. I can't believe nobody bought yet this original DeLorean 1982 with the frame that I bought used, and it took it all apart, cleaned it all up, and I figured that's what suits the frame there. And there's some of my original paintings: the 63 Impala, the 50 Chevy. That's an Impala hubcap. That's from a 75. Another one of my original photos, 58 Pontiac Parisienne. That are one of my original photos right there. when there used to be a police car, when there used to be a cop's shop on DeCarry and Van Horn. Of course, these are all one-of-one photos. This photo is in Kirkland. This is from my calendar. There's some of my orange julep. I have many photos of old cars at the Montreal Orange Julep and Montreal Icon, of course, legend. There's the 60 Meteor painting I did, I don't know, a couple of months ago, I guess. And I guess we'll finish with the Grundig radio that was playing, actually, when I started the video. Look at this. I can't believe nobody bought this beautiful 36 Buick. Listen to what the youngsters say. Well, let's just listen to the radio. We'll finish with that. And some ads that I have to put online this week. Some of the stuff here. Look at, there's one of my original photos there. That was in Lachine. All kinds of great stuff here. A lot of great vintage stuff, man. There's one for my friend Scott there in Alberta. That's just like his car, a Renault 5. Thanks again for watching, guys. Like I said, you're interested in me painting something for you, you can trust a guy like me. I don't mess around with people's money. EltonMcFall@hotmail.com. Thanks again for watching, guys. Bye-bye.